Our boy starts with a dramatic monologue about trust issues, holding a handkerchief like a tragic hero. He's having a flashback to some girl being nice, which is apparently his villain origin story. And here's the punchline. He can't trust any girl who's kind to him. My man's been burned. We meet the MC, Yuta Tono, walking through school with maximum edgelord energy. Yuta gets visibly salty as a horde of fangirls stampedes past him for some other dude. The trauma dump reveals girls only used him to get to his pretty boy older brother. Oof. So now he's sworn off all women, while the fangirls are still going feral for his brother in the background. Then this new girl with tired eyes just rolls up and says good morning, completely unfazed. Yuta's internal monologue is screaming, "She's a threat," as they have a silent hallway standoff. And he hits her back with the weakest morn ever. Bro is a textbook tsundere. Tired eyes just walks past him, while our boy is still glitching out from human interaction. Yuta's still frozen, watching her walk away like his programming just crashed. This dumbass finally processes the greeting and yells good morning at her back like a psycho. He gets all pissy when she calls him out for mumbling, but my man literally whispered it. And she hits him with another good morning and a smile that just completely short-circuited him. Yuta immediately goes into a full-blown panic, wondering why he's getting so flustered. Bro is just staring, heart pounding, as his entire I hate women philosophy crumbles in seconds. We finally get a name, Izumi Huju, and apparently she's been making a habit of this. And just like that, Yuta's trauma kicks back in, assuming she's just another fangirl after his brother. The paranoia deepens as he reveals the whole school is already shipping her with his damn brother. Izumi just rolls up on Yuta and asks him about bread like it's the most normal thing ever. My man gets his personal space invaded and immediately folds, blurting out his favorite bread like a confession. Her bubbly friend pops out like a hype man, telling him to go get the damn bread. Yuta is left completely baffled as they walk away, his brain still trying to process the encounter. And this absolute simp actually went and bought the melon bread, still trying to figure her out. Now his boys are gassing up Izumi during gym class, putting our boy on the spot. The homies are simping hard over her stats, and Yuta looks like he's about to have an aneurysm. Then we see her sports skills in action, and she's dribbling like the ball is personally offending her. Her friends are still cheering her on like she's an MVP, even though she's a walking disaster. Now she's calling for a pass from half court, and Yuta's just waiting for the inevitable train wreck. And of course, she bricks the shot with Yuta's inner hater screaming, "I told you so." Yuta's looking at her like he's just witnessed a crime against the sport of basketball. Then Tired Eyes looks back at him and hits him with this flustered smile, completely owning the L. The whole squad is just frozen solid, trying to compute what the hell just happened on the court. She just turns and walks off like nothing happened, leaving Yuta and the boys completely mind-fucked. Yuta is grilling his boys for confirmation because his brain is still buffering from that weird-ass smile. The bell rings, but our boy is still stuck on her, wondering what her master plan even is. Later, Yuta's still monologuing about how Izumi is breaking his brain because he can't figure her out. Then it hits him. This girl, unlike every other girl, has never once mentioned his pretty boy brother. And just like that, the dumbass starts dreaming that maybe, just maybe, she's actually into him. Yuta's brief moment of hope gets shattered as he turns around to see the fangirl horde approaching. And there's the kill shot. Izumi is talking to his pretty boy brother looking like a damn romance cover. Our boy's brain immediately crashes, concluding she was just another fangirl after his brother all along. The background characters are already shipping them, while Yuta is just standing there taking the psychic damage. The fangirls literally body check our boy out of the way to get to their precious Rei-sama. And he's down for the count, having a full-blown flashback to being used as a human doormat. The trauma reel plays again, showing how girls only ever faked interest in him to get to his brother. They'd walk with him, talk to him, all while their eyes were locked on the main prize ahead. And that's the core of his villain origin story. My man's been a stepping stone his whole life. But just as he's hitting rock bottom, Izumi offers him a hand, completely unaware of his internal crisis. Yuta's on the floor, connecting Izumi's act of kindness to his whole villain origin story. She offers him a handkerchief and my man's brain just blue screens from the unexpected decency. He's still processing why she's helping him instead of joining the fangirl stampede for his brother. And this dumbass just blurts out his biggest insecurity, asking why she's not chasing pretty boy. Izumi just pauses for a second, trying to compute the absolute nonsense he just spouted. She hits him with a look that just screams, "Bro, are you having a stroke right now?" She glances at the feral fangirls like, "Why would you ever think I'm part of that circus?" Then she drops an absolute nuke on his worldview, telling him she was looking for him. And she says it with a smug little smile like she didn't just completely rewrite his reality. Yuta is left completely fried, stuttering a thank you while his whole women are evil shtick burns. Izumi is practically forcing the handkerchief on him, refusing to let our boy wallow in his own filth. She hits him with another one of those smiles that just completely reboots his entire operating system, and she drops the bomb that it's her favorite one, basically forcing him to see her again. Izumi walks off after securing a guaranteed future interaction, leaving our boy with the evidence. Yuta's trauma brain immediately concludes this is all a 4D chess move to get to his brother. My man's internal monologue is just the word no on a loop, trying to reject this new data. Bro is having a full-blown meltdown, vowing to not get played like he always does. Meanwhile, Izumi's back with her bubbly friend, looking smug as hell about whatever just happened. And right on cue, here's pretty boy brother basking in the glow of his feral fangirls. The background characters are just now discovering our boy exists, but only as Rei-sama's brother. The background girls are still gossiping, confirming our boy's only identity is Rei-sama's brother. And they're literally saying his entire villain origin story out loud, plotting to use him to get to his brother. Yuta's internal monologue is back on its bullshit, convinced every girl is just a stepping stone mission. Back in class, Izumi's bubbly friend spots our boy's return like he's the main event. Yuta's brain paints Izumi as the final boss of his trust issues, complete with dramatic shoujo effects. He tries to reclaim his seat from Izumi, but my man has zero authority in this situation. Izumi chooses violence and offers to share the seat, a power move that has Yuta absolutely shook. Our boy's trauma brain is screaming that this is all part of her master plan to get to his brother. Turns out Izumi has her own simps in the class, but she's ignoring them to mess with Yuta instead. And a new challenger appears, asking someone if they're confident, which is a hell of an entrance. Izumi is back to her old tricks, staring a hole through our boy while he's trying to have a private monologue. And a new chaos agent with pigtails pops up to announce a surprise math quiz like it's a damn party. Our boy is completely blindsided because he was too busy overthinking to remember he's in school. Izumi and her crew just roll up on his desk, confirming his academic doom is about to begin. And the results are in. Yuta scored a legendary 5 of 50, officially cementing his dumbass status. The homies immediately call him out, blaming his epic fail on getting flustered by Izumi. His boys are just mercilessly clowning him while our man sits there stewing in his own failure. The public shaming works, and Yuta ditches his friends to go on a training arc for his makeup test. He's already reconsidering studying at home, probably because his brother's perfect face is too distracting. And our boy lands on the most classic anime study spot of all time, the damn library. Yuta's on his library training arc, but of course his piece was never going to last. My man's still failing at math when Izumi just materializes to point out his L's. She gets all up in his personal space to call him a dumbass, and our boy just melts. Yuta makes a scene in the quiet library, getting stared down for being a public menace. His brain is just screaming her name, completely unable to process why she's stalking him. Izumi just casually walks off after roasting his math skills, leaving him to suffocate on his own embarrassment. Yuta is genuinely shocked that the popular girl is actually, reading books in a library. My man's internal prejudice is showing, admitting he thought she was just an Instagram thought, and she just sits down right next to him, because his personal space means nothing to her. Then he sees she's reading a light novel with a title that's literally his entire personality. Yuta calls her out for reading his biography, and Izumi looks at him like he just grew a second head. My man tries to act tough about his personal space, but Izumi just calmly asks if he needs help like he's a lost child. And just like that, Yuta folds like a cheap lawn chair, mumbling that it's nothing. Zero spine on this dude. Izumi immediately calls his bluff, pointing out his notebook is as empty as his skull. She got him. Yuta's brain is still trying to compute the idea that tired eyes might actually be smart, despite what his friends said. She starts grilling him about his work, and our boy just meekly confirms he's failing the quiz problems. My man's still judging her, thinking she's a slacker just like him. Bro, worry about your own damn grades. Izumi just snatches his test paper and holds up the 550 score like a trophy of his failure. Absolute savage. Yuta loses his damn mind in the library, but she's just holding up the evidence of his dumbassery for all to see. He tries to deflect by asking about her score, and she hits him with a smug smile that says, "You're not ready for this." Yuta is still trying to act tough, but Izumi just shuts him down by reminding him he started this whole conversation, and she just shoves her perfect score in his face, a power move that completely shatters his remaining pride. Our boy finally folds and agrees to the tutoring session, while Izumi looks way too damn happy to be teaching this idiot. Izumi gets this smug "I own you" look as she offers to teach him, and my man has officially lost all control. Yuta's brain is buffering again, realizing she's not just smart, she's actually a good teacher. And our boy has a full-on eureka moment over basic math, looking like he just solved world hunger. Yuta finally snaps out of his study trance, realizing they've been at this for hours. My man is looking at her with a whole new set of eyes, like he's seeing her for the first time. He's getting all flustered just watching her read, his heart doing the Macarena while his brain reboots. He tries to be polite, but she hits him with the ultimate flex. She finished ages ago and was just waiting on him. Yuta tries to play it cool, asking her to check his work like he's not just simping for more attention. The hamster wheel in his brain finally lands on the right question. Wait, is she actually into me? Izumi chooses violence again, closing the distance and invading his personal space to check his math. She gets right up in his face and hits him with a correct, and a smile that just deleted his OS. And there's the blue screen of death. My man is completely fried from the proximity of a pretty girl. She just casually dips after rewiring his brain, leaving our boy with smoke coming out of his ears. The tutoring was so effective, this dumbass actually aced the test, leaving his homies completely shook. We cut to our boy on a domestic side quest, grocery shopping like he's the man of the house. My man is now facing his greatest enemy yet, inflation. Cabbage prices are his new villain origin story. He finds the carrots but is still contemplating the financial L he's about to take for some damn vegetables. Yuta's grocery run gets ambushed by Izumi, and his brain immediately crashes at the sight of her. They have the most awkward small talk ever, confirming that yes, they are both in a public store. My man's brain glitches and almost admits Izumi looks good in casual clothes. The system is failing, and just like that, the edgelord firewall kicks back in, trying to block the she's cute virus. Yuta has a full-blown meltdown over a single positive thought, while Izumi just watches him malfunction. Turns out Izumi's shopping basket is just a monument to bad nutritional choices. All snacks, no substance. She hands him her shopping list like it's a sacred text, and our boy is about to be the judge. Izumi tries to make small talk about his list, but my man is too busy processing her existence. Yuta calls her out for buying only junk, but she's got a loophole for snacks. Priorities, people. Izumi just hugs her cookies, completely unbothered by his judgment, a true queen of her snack castle. Izumi tells him to put the real food back because snacks are the priority, a true woman of culture. Yuta's still trying to run diagnostics on her, but his brain just keeps returning a 404 error. She catches him staring and hits him with a look that could curdle milk. My man got caught lacking. And just like that, she's distracted by the ice cream freezer like a moth to a damn flame. My man got dragged into a full-blown domestic shopping trip, trying to stop her from buying pure sugar. She's calling him a caring guy while he looks like he just survived a war. The snacks were secured. Izumi dips out with a casual goodbye, leaving our boy to process the social interaction he just survived. The second she's gone, the edgelord gloom returns. My man's social battery is completely drained. He's still wondering how he got played into being her shopping buddy when a wild auntie appears. And the auntie immediately starts grilling him, hitting him with the classic, "Is that your girlfriend?" move. Yuta's entire operating system just crashed from a single girlfriend comment. My man is not built for this. He immediately friend zones her so hard he downgrades her to classmate. Smooth, bro, real smooth. The auntie drops a bomb on him. They looked like they were having fun. A concept his brain cannot compute. Yuta realizes he's never seen Tired Eyes actually laugh, and now his brain is stuck on a new side quest. And of course, his trauma brain immediately assumes she only smiles for his pretty boy brother. Back on his bullshit. We get another hit of his villain origin story, confirming girls literally used him as a human bridge. Yuta's back on his edgelord grind, vowing to never trust again. Let's see how long that lasts. And the universe immediately tests him by putting Izumi in the rain without an umbrella. You love to see it. His brain flashes back to her helping him, trying to decide if this is another one of her 4D chess moves. My man tries to walk away like it's not his problem, but we all know this dumbass is about to fold. And Yuta folds immediately, offering Izumi the umbrella because his edgelord persona has zero spine. My man tries to play it off like he's not a simp, hitting her with the classic "you'll catch a cold" line. He tries to just hand it over and bolt, but Izumi's not letting him escape that easily. And just like that, his escape plan fails, and now he's stuck in a shoujo manga scene he is not prepared for. Look at these two, walking under one umbrella like a couple. My boy's social anxiety is about to redline. Yuta immediately glitches out from the physical contact, apologizing like he just committed a federal crime. His trauma brain is back online, wondering why she's not disgusted to be sharing an umbrella with him. Izumi just hits him with a smug little smile, completely owning the situation like the chaos agent she is. Yuta is gripping that umbrella for dear life, trying to rationalize why his heart is doing a tap dance. My man is still blushing and monologuing about personal space while she's just vibing next to him. Yuta's still in his head, convinced this is all a long con to get to his brother. And just as he's deep in his edgelord monologue, a wild truck-kun appears to ruin their day. Our boy's hero instincts kick in, yelling at her to watch out for the incoming tsunami, and he pulls the ultimate simp move, using his body as a human shield against the puddle. Izumi is completely dry while the truck just drives off, leaving our boy to marinate in gutter water. She asks if he's okay while he's literally dripping, and my man tries to play it off like he's fine. This dumbass gets all flustered saying it's fine as long as she's dry. Bro, you're a walking puddle. They have a moment of stunned silence, and you can see the gears turning in her head. And then she just breaks, starting to laugh at the absolute state of this drenched idiot. She finally hits him with that laugh he's been wondering about, completely roasting him for his dumbass heroics. Yuta is still apologizing for getting soaked because his brain has officially left the building. Izumi tries to tell him it's fine, but our boy is too busy having a full system meltdown to listen. And she hits him with a genuine thank you smile that just completely rewired his entire nervous system. Yuta's brain finally processes the laugh, concluding she's a weirdo who finds his suffering hilarious. My man is still blushing while she tells him to go home, upgrading her from threat to final boss. Back in class, the universe decides to play matchmaker with the classic seat change event. You love to see it. Yuta's internal monologue confirms Izumi is public enemy number 1 on his do not trust list. And of course, the seating chart puts public enemy number 1 right next to him. Fate is a troll. Izumi immediately invades his personal space to say hi, and our boy looks like he's about to eject from his seat. Yuta tries to create a buffer zone, but Izumi just scoots her desk closer. There is no escape. Yuta's paranoia is at an all-time high, convinced the seating chart is a government conspiracy against him. And now he's decided to go full detective mode, turning this L into a top-secret recon mission. My man tries to go stealth mode to figure out her master plan, but his spy skills are absolute garbage. He gets caught lacking immediately, and she hits him with the most random excuse about mountains. Izumi chooses violence and gets all up in his personal space, and our boy's OS just crashes on the spot. Yuta's trauma brain reboots and immediately accuses her of being after his brother. Bro has one setting. She just calmly explains her weird logic, leaving our boy completely mind-fucked and questioning reality. Now he's comparing their desks, realizing his is a barren wasteland while hers is a damn shoujo manga panel. My man is now inspecting her pencil case, getting flustered because her school supplies are too cute. But then he spots this weird-ass keychain, the one piece of evidence that she might be a psycho. Izumi explains her weird-ass keychain is a laze dog, and our boy is just trying to compute this new information. And she hits him with the ultimate roast, saying the dumb-looking keychain looks just like him. The background characters are already shipping them, which is just pouring gasoline on Yuta's paranoia fire. My man loses his damn mind and yells that he does not look like the keychain, completely losing his cool. Yuta's internal monologue confirms his recon mission was a total failure, and he's learned nothing. He's back on his trauma bullshit, convinced that anyone who sits next to him is just playing him. My man tries to go stealth mode again, peeking at her like the world's worst spy. And his brain lands on the only conclusion it knows. She's just gonna use him to get to his brother. The whole classroom vibe is shifting to a shoujo romance, but our boy is still stuck in his own personal thriller. Yuta's brilliant detective work finally pays off as he realizes Izumi is wearing glasses. Groundbreaking stuff. Yuta's brain is still buffering on her weird-ass mountain excuse from earlier. He tries to make small talk about her eyesight, and she confirms she's basically blind from the back row. The teacher calls him out, and my man flexes his 20/20 vision like it's a personality trait. We get a lore drop that our boy was basically a feral child, which explains the eagle eyes. Yuta's still processing her bad eyesight when the teacher decides to choose her next victim. And of course, she calls on our boy who was too busy being a detective to actually be a student. My man is sweating bullets because he has absolutely zero clue what's going on in class. Izumi slides in with a cheat code, whispering the answer like a guardian angel of academic integrity. But his trauma brain immediately flags it as a trap, convinced she's setting him up for an L. The teacher's getting pissed, and our boy has to decide whether to trust the chaos agent or not. His trauma brain is screaming, "It's a trap!" because a girl is being nice to him again. My man is having a full-blown existential crisis over whether to trust the hot girl's cheat sheet. He finally folds and just blurts out the answer, praying he's not about to get publicly executed. And holy shit, she didn't play him. The teacher's even doing a little victory dance about it. Our boy whispers a thank you like he just defused a bomb, completely flustered that she was actually helpful. And she hits him with this smug-ass smile like, "You're welcome, you absolute moron." My man's brain just short-circuits, wondering why she's enjoying his academic survival so much. He tries to play detective again, asking why she didn't just move seats if she's blind as a bat. Izumi immediately chooses violence and gets right in his face, and our boy's OS just crashes again, and she drops another nuke on his reality, telling him she likes sitting next to his dumb ass. My man's brain is still trying to process her last line, but the school bell just saved him from a total system failure. And we get a flashback to the seating chart, confirming her number put her in the damn nosebleeds. Her hype man even offered to switch, but Izumi was like, "Nah, I'm good," like she had a plan all along. Meanwhile, Yuta's getting roasted by the homies for his keychain meltdown, completely oblivious to the 5D chess being played. And there's the proof. She saw our dumbass in the back and chose to sit there. The whole thing was a setup. The lore deepens as she confirms to her friend that the back row is fine as long as she has her glasses. She's a schemer. Now we're on a school trip, and our boy is knocked out while Izumi is just vibing next to him like it's a date. And of course, the bubbly friend with pigtails shows up to disrupt the peace, trying to start a card game on the bus. The whole bus is down to play, but our boy is trying to be an intellectual and read his book. Zero fun allowed. But Izumi ain't having it, immediately turning around to drag his antisocial ass into the game. There is no escape. Yuta tries to opt out of human interaction, but my man's consent was never part of the equation. The card game starts without him, and our boy is just getting dragged along by the social current. We get a scenic shot while Yuta is stuck next to Izumi, looking like he's on a field trip to hell. A flashback confirms one of the homies invited Izumi, and Yuta just got caught in the crossfire. Yuta's internal monologue is already redlining, convinced he's surrounded by a squad of certified weirdos. He tries to cope by remembering it could be worse, as the fangirls are still on their Rei-sama bullshit. And the real problem surfaces. He's stuck in a group with his final boss, Izumi Huju. The homies reveal this high-stakes card game is to decide who's on curry duty. The tension is palpable. Yuta's so busy having an internal meltdown that his boy has to literally slap him back to reality. The rules are simple. Winner chooses between cooking and manual labor. Let the games begin. One of the homies confirms firewood duty is a death sentence, and our boy is already sweating bullets. Yuta is going full try-hard mode while Izumi just watches him, knowing this dumbass is about to fold. My man is having a full-blown existential crisis over a card game on a moving bus. The stakes are everything, and they've arrived at the campsite where our boy's fate as a manual laborer is about to be sealed. Of course this dumbass lost, and now he's stuck on firewood duty with his personal final boss, Izumi. The flashback confirms Izumi played him like a fiddle, securing her spot on the L squad right next to him. Izumi just roasts him, confirming they're the bottom two crew because he lost harder than she did. The firewood squad is on a death march up a hill, and our boy is already regretting all his life choices. Yuta's edgelord persona glitches for a second as he actually worries if Izumi is surviving the hike. And the answer is a hard no. Izumi is wobbling like a weeble, proving her stats are still in the negatives. Yuta's out here looking like a damn toddler carrying firewood, giving it his absolute minimum. Izumi just stands there looking fresh as hell, roasting him for acting like the job's already done. He notices she's looking a little rough when a new challenger suddenly appears in the woods. This new girl with the bow just rolls up like a Disney princess asking if they're okay. Our boy's brain just completely short-circuits, unable to form a coherent sentence in response. Bow girl hits them with the "I'm here for you" smile, and you can already hear the simps gathering. And there they are, the other dudes are already crying about how she's a literal angel on Earth. Izumi just materializes back in his personal space, looking like she just ran a damn marathon. Yuta gets jump-scared while she just calmly explains she was catching up, not teleporting. And my man's internal monologue just confirms it. Her athletic ability is still a solid 0. Yuta tries to offer to carry her firewood, but his social skills are still in the damn negatives. My man immediately starts screaming when she grabs him, because a girl touching him is a system-level threat. Bow girl just cuts in like a mom, reminding them that curry is more important than their awkward romance scene. Yuta is still buffering from the physical contact while Izumi just watches him malfunction. And she hits him with another one of those smiles that just completely deletes his edgelord firewall. Izumi calls him a nice guy, and his brain immediately tries to file a bug report on that statement. They get back to camp to find the cooking squad has created a bubbling pot of what looks like pure evil, and the culinary terrorists are presenting their toxic sludge like they just earned a damn Michelin star. The secret ingredients are a crime against humanity, and Yuta is watching his life flash before his eyes. One of the homies takes a bite and immediately confirms that the curry is, in fact, a chemical weapon. Yuta takes one sip of the toxic sludge and immediately goes into emergency rescue mode, while Izumi trembles in fear. And just like that, our boy goes full Gordon Ramsay, turning the culinary terrorists into his personal kitchen staff. The whole operation is running smoothly now, while Izumi just watches him work like he's a damn celebrity chef. Izumi's friend is just as shocked as we are, asking if this dumbass can actually cook. One of the homies confirms the lore drop. Our boy is secretly a master chef on the side. The friend adds that he makes bento, and you can practically see the gears turning in Izumi's head. Yuta has the whole squad working like a well-oiled machine to salvage this absolute disaster. And the final product is served. It actually looks like food now, not a damn biohazard. The whole squad takes a bite and has a full-blown religious experience. My man saved them from food poisoning. They're all praising his rescue mission while our boy just sits there, trying to act like he's not a damn hero. Our boy tries to play it cool, acting like saving the entire camp from food poisoning was no big deal. My man immediately folds and asks Izumi for validation, sweating like he's waiting for a verdict. Yuta's paranoia kicks in when she doesn't answer, assuming his cooking is as bad as his social skills. And she hits him with a blushing delicious that just completely reboots his entire operating system. Yuta's edgelord firewall is taking critical damage as he wonders why her opinion even matters to him. He tries to regain control by pointing out she has rice on her face, but it just makes them look like a couple. A new chaos agent with a megaphone appears to interrupt our boy's internal crisis about his feelings. Izumi is still just vibing with her food, completely unaware she just broke his brain again. The announcer is hyping up the next event like he's about to start a damn rock concert. And just like that, they're being forced into a recreation event, because our boy is not allowed to have peace. The announcer lady just drops the next event, a damn treasure hunt in the mountains. Izumi is already hyped while our boy Yuta is still processing the last 5 minutes of his life. We flash back to the card game, where one of the homies is roasting Yuta for taking forever. My man is in a high-stakes showdown with Izumi, trying not to get dead last while the squad watches. Izumi just stares a hole through him, applying maximum pressure without saying a damn word. And Yuta immediately folds, screaming about her being too close because he has zero game. It's Izumi's turn, and the text confirms our boy is holding the joker. He's about to take the L. Yuta tries to shuffle his cards like a pro, but he's sweating bullets trying to hide his L. My man puts on this fake-ass happy face trying to bluff his way out of this. It's not working. The peanut gallery confirms he's trying to play Izumi, but my man's poker face is absolute garbage. Yuta's galaxy brain thinks he's figured out her master plan, about to make the obvious choice. He goes for the snatch, trying to secure the W with a quick grab like a damn pickpocket. But Izumi's got a death grip on the card, refusing to let our boy take an easy win. My man immediately loses his shit and accuses her of cheating, because losing is not in his vocabulary. He finally rips the card free and celebrates like he just won the damn lottery. This dumbass is still gloating, absolutely convinced he outplayed the final boss. And there it is, the Joker. My man got played so hard, it's not even funny. Yuta finally realizes he was just a pawn in her game, and she's got the smug smile to prove it. Back in the present, the announcer lady is dressed like Indiana Jones and kicking off the treasure hunt. The homies are already screaming about the prize money while our boy just stews in the back. Yuta's edgelord brain immediately calls bullshit on the prize money because nothing good ever happens to him. Izumi immediately goes feral for the treasure, dragging our boy into another social situation he's not built for. My man is lagging behind, wondering why Izumi is suddenly moving at the speed of a tectonic plate. And there's the answer. Her athletic ability is so bad she's literally moving in slow motion with imaginary turtles. Izumi's got this serious look on her face like she's about to solve world hunger, not a school treasure hunt. One of the homies finds the first clue, and our boy is still stuck babysitting the slow one. Yuta's detective brain is back online, sensing that Izumi is acting even weirder than her usual brand of weird. And the first clue is a goddamn riddle about their teacher's personal life. This is getting real weird, real fast. The options are wrestling, bowling, or aerobics, and my man is just trying to compute the absolute chaos. Yuta loses his shit over the impossible question, while his boy puts the fate of the prize money on his shoulders. While our boy is convinced the riddle is impossible, Izumi just casually drops a got it like a damn genius. She hits them with a confident bowling, and the whole squad just looks at her like she's speaking another language. And we get a flashback confirming the teacher is a psycho who announced her hobbies while posing on a desk. The homies are losing their minds over her big brain play, while Yuta's just shocked she was even awake. Izumi immediately gets in his face demanding praise, and our boy hits her with the driest impressive in human history. The rest of the squad is simping hard, confirming Izumi just carried them through the first damn clue. Yuta's edgelord firewall takes another hit as he admits to himself that she's actually fine, and she hits him with a blushing yeah that just completely short-circuits his entire nervous system. The squad is now on a roll, solving a bunch of riddles while our boy just gets dragged along for the ride. The bubbly friend is hyped as hell, confirming their team is actually crushing this treasure hunt. The homies are going feral for the prize money while our boy stands there like he's too cool for capitalism. The bubbly friend is starting to get worried, realizing their team's secret weapon has gone completely MIA. Yuta finally asks where Izumi is, and her friend confirms she went on a solo side quest for water. The whole squad is panicking with 10 minutes left, and our boy is visibly sweating about his missing final boss. The announcer lady is counting down their doom while the team is just completely falling apart without their MVP. Yuta's edgelord brain is actually trying to compute the possibility that something is wrong with Izumi. And it hits him. The girl with zero athletic ability and the attention span of a goldfish is probably lost. His brain cycles through all the dumbass ways she could get lost, confirming he knows her brand of chaos well. My man clenches his fist because his I don't care persona is about to get completely overridden by his simp instincts. And Yuta folds with the worst excuse ever, pretending to be thirsty so he can go on a rescue mission. The homies send him off on his simp rescue mission like he's deploying for a damn war. Yuta's monologuing about her being a space case, trying to justify why he's sprinting through the woods for her. And he finds her just chilling, completely fine, while he's out of breath from his panic-induced cardio. My man's internal monologue is just better safe than sorry, which is the official motto of all simps. Turns out she just fell for the oldest trick in the book. This girl's brain is a national treasure. He calls her out for ditching her water run, and she's just digging in the dirt like a damn gremlin. Yuta tries to play it cool, relieved she's not dead in a ditch, and tells her to get a move on. But as she gets up, our boy's detective senses start tingling, realizing something is off. And his galaxy brain actually works for once, immediately clocking that she's hurt her damn foot. Izumi is completely floored that this absolute dumbass was actually paying attention to her for once. Yuta's galaxy brain finally connects the dots, realizing her weirdness all day was just her hiding an L. My man tries to scold her for being a dumbass, but it just comes out as him being worried. He hits her with the classic tsundere line, telling her not to overdo it like he doesn't actually care. And she hits him with a blushing confession that she was just hyped to be there, a critical hit to his edgelord persona. And just like that, our boy's heart does a backflip. The edgelord firewall has been breached. Izumi's actually showing genuine emotion for once, and our boy's brain is struggling to download this new patch. My man's internal monologue confirms he thought she was an unreadable final boss, not a blushing mess. Yuta is completely flustered by this new data, trying to reboot while she's still being cute in the background. He immediately defaults to tsundere mode, calling her childish to hide the fact that he's completely flustered. And she immediately bonks him with a bottle for being a dumbass, and he folds like a cheap suit. And just like that, our boy has been demoted to a human taxi service for the girl who just broke his brain. He hits her with the classic, "You're too light" tsundere line, and she just flexes that she ate his cooking. She's still gushing about the trip, while my man's detective brain is probably screaming about that untied shoelace. Yuta calls her out for wearing new shoes on a hike, bonking her like she's a damn toddler. Izumi just calls him easy to read, and our boy's entire mysterious edgelord persona just evaporates. Yuta's brain is still trying to process being called easy to read, while she's literally on his back, and she just buries her face in his shoulder, a move so powerful it could probably restart his heart. She hits him with a genuine thank you, and my man's edgelord armor just shatters into a million pieces. His internal monologue is still trying to fight it, but his face confirms the edgelord firewall has been breached. And their Shujo moment gets nuked by the announcer lady, who looks ready to disqualify them from life. Yuta's brain finally downloads the patch that she's not a 4D chess master, just a regular-ass weirdo. And just like that, the edgelord firewall is down. My man is officially blushing and catching feelings. His brain flashes back to when she found him, realizing this whole L streak started with her. The squad is reunited, and our boy is finally admitting he might actually want to trust this chaos agent. The bubbly friend hits them with the "treasure was the friends we made" speech, and I think I just threw up. The homies are having a full-blown meltdown over the prize money, while our boy is just vibing with his L, and the grand prize is a stack of homework. The school just trolled the entire student body. The homies try to dump the L on Yuta, who immediately tries to pass it to Izumi like a hot potato. Girl just dips with one of the homies, looking smug as hell like she won something else entirely. Yuta's apologizing for doubting her, and she's already grilling him like they're an old married couple. Yuta's detective skills finally pay off as he spots the Lazerdog band-aid on her busted-ass ankle. Izumi just stares at him like, huh? Because she's not used to this dumbass being observant. My man is having a meltdown over the Lazerdog, and she's just gassing him up for his keen eyes. We get a flashback to Izumi's pre-trip prep, which was just a mountain of diabetic coma-inducing snacks. She was trying to pack enough snacks to feed a small army, while the squad was already simping for them. And she's packing with the same grace she plays basketball, just squishing the shit out of everything. The bag of snacks is putting up a better fight than our boy's edgelord persona ever did. Back on the bus, she's bummed her master plan to be the snack dealer completely failed. And our boy Yuta is just passed the hell out on her shoulder, completely oblivious to her snack-related L. My man is having the least romantic shoujo moment ever, just drooling all over her like a damn bulldog. Izumi's thank you gift is a pile of snacks, and our boy looks like he's just been handed a live grenade. And a new challenger appears, this one with maximum Genki girl energy and a bow in her hair. This new girl, Hasegawa, is getting the full shoujo manga protagonist treatment, sparkles and all. Some random dude is struggling with a box while Hasegawa flexes that she's already done with her work. The dude immediately offers to help her, because the simp gravitational pull on this girl is insane. The background characters are already calling her a flawless beauty, and the boys are simping hard. And there's the catch. She's yelling about Rei-sama, confirming she's just another fangirl. She's playing hall monitor for the fangirls, telling them to stop bothering pretty boy brother. And she's apologizing directly to Rei, solidifying her status as the class rep of the damn fan club. The background simps are still impressed because apparently being a responsible fangirl is a personality trait now. Pretty boy brother hits her with the $1 million smile, completely oblivious to the psycho he just enabled. And just like that, the entire female population is simping, with Girl leading the damn charge. The background boys are already calling her wifey material, thinking she's not just another fangirl. Oh, you sweet summer children. We cut to the women's restroom, which is apparently the official headquarters for unhinged behavior. And this psycho is in a stall, literally taking notes on how pretty boy smells. This is a whole new level of down bad. Yep, Girl is a full-blown fanatic, having a meltdown over his scent like a damn bloodhound. Turns out Pretty Boy's visit was a mistake, and Stalker-chan is still losing her mind over the brief interaction. She's officially graduated from fangirl to full-blown stalker, confirming she's ready to make this everyone's problem. This psycho is celebrating in a bathroom stall like she just won the Super Bowl, complete with her stalker files taped to the door. And she's got a whole-ass dossier on him, tracking his every move like a damn CIA agent. This girl is a menace. Stalker-chan is fantasizing about Pretty Boy's private life, confirming she's a grade-A psycho. And her master plan involves using our boy as a human crowbar. The cycle continues. This psycho rolls up on Yuta with a smile so bright it's gotta be fake. The mission begins. Our boy hits her with the most deadpan mornin' in history, completely immune to her bullshit. And her inner monologue confirms she's about to go full predator mode to get that sweet, sweet info. She's already failing at small talk, sweating bullets while asking about the damn curtains. The psycho pivots to the classic did you do the homework move trying to find an in. But our boy shuts her down cold because his trauma brain has at least one working firewall. Yuta's side-eye confirms his bullshit detector is going off, even if he doesn't know why yet. Stalker-chan is squeezing that curtain for dear life, pissed that our boy isn't folding immediately. This psycho is having a full-blown tantrum on the toilet because our boy didn't immediately simp for her. She kicks the stall door open, screaming that any guy should be blessed to talk to her. Delusional. Stalker-chan's recon mission is already a failure, pissed that her easy target has a working brain. And she hits us with the Plan B smirk because this psycho is not giving up that easily. Stalker-chan's galaxy brain has identified Izumi as her main rival for Pretty Boy's affection. Her recon continues, noting that Izumi is getting close to her stepping stone, our boy Yuta. Izumi clocks the bento box, remembering our boy's secret Gordon Ramsay skills from the school trip. Stalker-chan goes full goblin mode, ready to eavesdrop on their lunch date for some primo intel. Our boy tries to downplay his master chef skills, but the bubbly friend is gassing him up. And the psycho goes straight for the kill, grilling them about Pretty Boy's favorite foods. Subtle. Izumi hits him with a simple, nice, and our boy's brain immediately starts buffering from the praise. Stalker-chan in the background is having a full-blown aneurysm because the conversation isn't about her precious Rei-sama. This psycho fakes dropping her chopsticks to justify her eavesdropping, demanding to know why they aren't gossiping about Rei. Even her own friend is calling her out, asking what the hell she's gonna do with intel on Pretty Boy's lunch. And her inner monologue confirms it. Our boy is just a useless stepping stone in her grand stalker plan. The psycho pivots to grilling Izumi's friend, pissed that she's not also a card-carrying member of the Rei-sama fan club. And the psycho locks onto Izumi with a death stare, officially declaring her the final boss of her stalker side quest. Izumi just hits him with a blushing, "Guess we're the same," completely oblivious to the psycho plotting her demise. And our boy is completely lost, because Izumi's comment just blue-screened his entire operating system. Yuta's paranoia immediately kicks in, convinced Izumi is trying to steal his lunch while she's just drooling over it. Stalker-chan is back in her toilet office, having a meltdown because her recon mission was a total L. This psycho is whining that she learned about Yuta and Izumi instead of her precious Reisama. Mission failed successfully. And now she's hallucinating Pretty Boy because her brain is 90% delusion and 10% stalker notes. She's clutching her creepy-ass stalker journal like it's the damn Bible. This girl is a menace, and she's vowing to try again because a restraining order is just a suggestion to this psycho. Her entire fantasy is just Yuta and Izumi holding secret files about her obsession. Get a new hobby, lady. We cut to our boy Yuta getting home, and look who it is, Pretty Boy brother in the flesh. And holy shit, Pretty Boy is a disheveled slob at home. The perfect prince persona is a damn lie. Yuta's just staring, completely unfazed because he lives with this fraud every single day. Our boy calls him out, confirming that if the fangirls saw this, their entire religion would collapse. Yuta's class gets stuck with gym duty for the school cleaning day because of course they do. And by gym duty, they mean manual labor weeding outside. Our boy is already over it. Stalker-chan tries to pull a sneak attack, but our boy's antisocial force field is too strong. She hits him with the "we're friends" nuke, and my man's brain just blue screens on the spot. The background simps are eating it up, while Yuta's bullshit detector is screaming bloody murder. This psycho just straight up steals his tool and declares them friends. My man got socially mugged. The school day ends, and our boy is probably trying to escape his new friend like it's the plague. Stalker-chan is pissed her recon mission failed, and she got zero intel on Pretty Boy. This psycho is complaining about being tired from the manual labor she literally volunteered for, and she's already plotting Operation Friendship, because this stalker does not know how to quit. Stalker-chan is getting her daily fix, sniffing her creepy Rei-sama memorabilia like it's a damn drug. She pats her pocket for her stalker totem, and realizes the stash is empty. The panic is real, and this psycho has a full-blown meltdown, realizing her most prized piece of stalker gear is gone. She's tearing her bag apart, confirming she carries a portable shrine to Pretty Boy at all times. A flashback confirms the missing item is a homemade bookmark with Pretty Boy's face on it, and she's holding it up like it's the damn holy grail. This girl needs a new hobby, immediately. This psycho is now sprinting through the school, screaming apologies to a dude who doesn't know she exists. Her brain is projecting a disappointed Rei, shaming her for losing her creepy-ass fan merch. We cut to our boy and the homies, completely oblivious to the psycho drama unfolding nearby. One of the homies calls Yuta out for being less of an edgelord, and my man is not ready for that observation. The homies immediately call him out for the piggyback ride, and our boy is flustered trying to justify his simp behavior. Yuta screams that his trauma is still fully operational, confirming the edgelord firewall is back online. And speak of the devil, Stalker-chan appears looking like she just lost her entire stalker memorabilia collection. The homies immediately go into simp mode to help her, squishing our boy in the process. And just like that, Yuta gets drafted into her personal side quest without his consent. She says she lost a bookmark, and our boy is already trying to nope the hell out of this conversation. The homies are already organizing a search party while Yuta's protests are just background noise to them. And of course, he gets stuck on a solo mission with the psycho herself. Fate is a cruel mistress. She hits him with the full-power damsel in distress act, trying to melt his antisocial defenses. But our boy's bullshit detector is still working, hitting her with a look of pure, unadulterated suspicion. Yuta is so over this side quest, but Stalker-chan is pissed he's not playing along with her damsel act. She hits him with the puppy dog eyes, trying to manipulate him into caring about her creepy fan merch. And her inner monologue confirms she calls the roof the Rei-sama observation deck. This psycho is a menace. She's having a full-blown fantasy about Pretty Boy giving her the bookmark. The delusion is off the charts. Our boy asks for a description, and she gives him the most generic, innocent lie she can think of. And Yuta's trauma brain finally connects the dots, calling her out for using him to get to his brother. My man is giving her the 1,000-yard stare, his bullshit detector screaming at maximum volume. Stalker-chan immediately starts flailing and denying it because her entire master plan just got nuked. And our boy just hits her with the "I'm used to it," a critical hit of pure, unfiltered trauma. The psycho is completely stunned while our boy just walks away back on his edgelord grind. Yuta's still grilling her, asking how she even got a gift from his brother. The interrogation continues, and she drops the most unhinged origin story ever. He picked a petal off her head. That's it. That's the gift. Yuta's brain just completely short-circuits, realizing he's dealing with a grade A certified psycho. She tries to play the victim card, claiming Pretty Boy was her only friend. Bro, that's not an excuse for this. And our boy just hits her with a shut up, completely done with her bullshit sob story. This psycho immediately starts crying about her one-sided love because her delusion is her entire personality. She finally dips, apologizing for dragging him into her unhinged side quest and running off to be a psycho alone. Yuta's just watching her go, probably trying to decide if he should call the damn cops. And the edgelord firewall reboots, telling himself it's not his problem. Classic trauma response. The camera pans to a dumpster, because of course her creepy-ass bookmark is in the damn trash. Our boy is back on the roof, probably trying to purge the psycho encounter from his memory banks. Yuta's just sighing about his life while Stalker-chan is still having a full-blown delusion about his brother. The search party is a total bust, and we see the creepy-ass bookmark just chilling under a desk. And just like that, the wind yeets her stalker shrine out the window. The universe is trying to save her. The homies are trying to retrace her steps, but this psycho's logic is a damn enigma. Stalker-chan tries to play it cool, pretending her creepy fan merch was just a random craft project. She dismisses the search party, trying to act like she's not about to have a complete mental breakdown. And then she finds our boy literally dumpster diving for her, and she absolutely loses her shit. Yuta is just casually chilling in the trash like a damn raccoon, completely unbothered by being caught. She tries to confess she was using him, but our boy just hits her with a still and keeps digging. This dumbass is too pure. Our boy hits her with the "it's important to you" line while literally standing in garbage. This dumbass is too nice. Stalker-chan's brain is buffering, wondering why the dude she just played is helping her. My man looks so done. And we get the full lore drop from a homie. Yuta's villain origin story is just a long line of fangirls. The psycho finally has a moment of clarity, realizing she's just the latest villain in his tragic backstory. Pretty Boy Brother calls him a walking oxymoron, a tsundere who can't help but be a hero. The homie drops the final bomb. Our boy is just a genuinely kind dude, and the psycho is shook. And our boy finally finds the damn thing, letting out a triumphant "Ah!" from the depths of the trash. The whole squad celebrates like he just found the cure for cancer, not some psycho's stalker merch. Stalker-chan confirms the target is secured, and our boy looks like he's aged 10 years in 10 minutes. Yuta hands over the creepy-ass bookmark, officially completing the worst side quest in human history. Stalker-chan hits him with the apology tour, trying to act like she's not a complete psycho. She's clutching her stalker merch and thanking him, having a full-blown emotional moment over a piece of paper. Our boy looks like his soul has left his body after completing the world's worst side quest. The homies are already roasting him for his simp behavior, telling him to hurry his ass up. Yuta's internal monologue immediately calls her out for being a brocon. My man's bullshit detector is back online. He's still trying to compute the level of psycho it takes to carry around a homemade shrine at all times. Our boy calls out her name, probably about to drop one last truth bomb before she dips. Stalker-chan just looks completely over it, like she's not ready for another round of his judgment. And she just confesses her entire stalker master plan, admitting she was just using him for intel. The psycho immediately flips the script, roasting him for his entire personality because her plan failed. Stalker-chan tries to act reformed, promising she won't use him anymore. Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. And she hits him with the full-body apology bow. Our boy is just standing there, probably running a virus scan on her. She immediately breaks character and calls him a good guy, which just completely short-circuits his edgelord brain. And just like that, the psycho is back, screaming about proving her love by getting her own damn stalker intel. This psycho has the audacity to ask to be friends for real this time. My man's bullshit detector is redlining. Yuta immediately screams hell no, and she calls him a jerk for ruining her fake-ass character development. And now she's just laughing at him, because her personality has the stability of a Jenga tower. She roasts him, saying he'll never be as popular as his brother. The psycho's priorities are still completely fucked. She tells him to be a nice guy more often, and our boy is just trying to compute this entire conversation. Yuta's still processing her bullshit when she suddenly stops, looking like she just spotted a ghost. Stalker-chan freezes mid-roast because she just spotted Izumi and the squad waiting for our boy. The homies are just vibing while Izumi hits him with that "I'm waiting" look. The pressure is on. The psycho immediately asks if his all-girls use me rule includes Izumi, and our boy just glitches out. The squad is hyped to walk home together while Izumi just stands there looking smug as hell. Yuta's brain immediately flashes to Izumi, and my man is blushing just thinking about her. He's having a full-blown meltdown, calling her a total mystery because his brain can't compute his feelings. Stalker-chan is watching him malfunction, and you can see the new scheme loading in her psycho brain. She repeats his line back at him, confirming she's about to weaponize his crush for her own chaotic ends. And she hits him with a smug little smile because she just found the perfect way to meddle. This psycho shoves him towards the group, calling him Lil Bro-in-law. She just declared herself the matchmaker. We're at the sports festival training day, and our boy is probably about to get dragged into more social bullshit. And holy shit, our boy is actually fast as hell, leaving everyone in the dust. The feral child lore is paying off. The homies are losing their minds over his performance, but our boy looks completely clueless about what's happening. My man is just trying to catch his breath, looking completely over the hype like he just wants to go home. Meanwhile, Izumi is just chilling by the fence, looking effortlessly cool while the background characters simp for her. But it turns out she's just hiding in a tiny-ass patch of shade like a damn gremlin. Her athletic stats are still 0. She immediately invades his personal space to complain about the heat, and our boy just hits her with a dry, "I know." Our boy calls her out for her terrible choice of resting spot, and she just acts like it's a totally normal place to chill. He tries to be a gentleman and points out a much better spot in the shade because his simp instincts are always on. But she just deadpans that a flower took the spot, and our boy's brain just can't compute her brand of weird. Izumi hits him with the galaxy brain logic that she can't move because she'd have to step on the flower. Our boy's brain is still buffering on her flower excuse, completely unable to compute her brand of weird. Yuta's internal monologue is just shocked that she's not a complete robot, while Stalker-chan is about to ambush him. And our boy just blushes, admitting he's a weirdo who actually likes running. The edgelord persona is taking hits, but his moment of self-reflection gets nuked by Stalker-chan, who just rolls up to ruin his day. This psycho asks for a moment of his time, and you just know she's about to drag him into some bullshit. Yuta's already on high alert, questioning what fresh hell this psycho is about to unleash on him. And she's trying to recruit him for a relay race, pointing at him like he's the chosen one for her next scheme. And a new challenger enters the Weirdo Olympics, this one wearing a damn box as a necklace for reasons beyond mortal comprehension. The whole class has already decided he's their champion, and our boy is just wondering when the hell he consented to this. And our boy immediately folds under peer pressure, agreeing to the race because his spine has officially dissolved. The relay race is on, and our boy is about to get dragged into some high-stakes high school drama. Izumi's squad is already getting hyped to cheer him on, while she just watches with that unreadable final boss energy, and Stalker-chan drops the nuke. Pretty Boy Brother is also in the race. The plot thickens with psycho sauce. This psycho is already blushing about cheering for Rei, confirming our boy is just a pawn in her weird-ass fanfiction. She's fantasizing about a brotherly showdown, and our boy just hits her with a hard no, shutting down her entire delusion. Yuta just turns his back on her, completely uninterested in being a character in her stalker fanfic. The psycho is losing her damn mind because our boy is refusing to play along with her unhinged script. She's screaming for her Lil Bro-in-law to help, but our boy has officially clocked out of her bullshit. We're back in the hallway, and our boy is probably trying to find the nearest exit to escape this social nightmare. The school bell rings, officially ending our boy's brief career as a track star for the day. Yuta is already back on his bullshit, sighing like he just lost a damn war instead of winning a race. My man's internal monologue is just him roasting himself for agreeing to this social nightmare in the first place. And we get the villain origin story. His only rival has always been his perfect-ass older brother. Yuta is just stewing in a mix of embarrassment and rage because his brother complex is a full-time job. Pretty Boy Brother hits him with the cheerful praise, completely oblivious that it's just fueling the fire. Our boy immediately declares a rematch because his pride is the only thing keeping his edgelord persona alive. The lore deepens, confirming Pretty Boy is a master of everything while Yuta is just the side character. Another flashback confirms Pretty Boy was an academic weapon, while our boy was just happy to pass. Yuta's wondering where it all went wrong, right as the fangirls start screaming for their king. The flashback confirms his villain origin story. He's always been second place to his perfect-ass brother. And his parents hit him with the "you tried your best participation trophy" speech, which is just salt in the wound. My man is gripping that flagpole with the rage of 1,000 suns, about to go full Super Saiyan. And there it is, the moment the edgelord was born. He just says, "I quit," officially retiring from trying. Back in the present, our boy is blushing and pissed, admitting his brother Complex is his biggest character flaw. He tries to cope by saying he'd win in a survival contest because his feral child stats are maxed out. And speak of the damn devil, pretty boy brother just materializes behind him like a damn ghost. Pretty boy brother hits him with the $1 million smile, asking if he's walking home like nothing's wrong. Our boy is sweating bullets, completely flustered by a simple question from his final boss. And pretty boy asks to walk home together, an offer that just completely blue screens Yuta's entire OS. Pretty boy brother is trying to be nostalgic, but our boy's trauma brain is already flagging it as a threat. Yuta's entire being is screaming hell no, while the background characters are already gossiping about him. And there's the core of his trauma. He's just scared of being compared to his perfect-ass brother. My man immediately tries to dip with the worst excuse in history, screaming about having to go. He's so flustered trying to escape that he immediately trips over his own damn feet. Smooth. Pretty boy brother is just standing there, completely confused as to why his presence causes a system crash. Our boy is booking it down the hall, trying to outrun his own damn inferiority complex. And he immediately eats shit, taking out a whole squad of innocent bystanders in his chaotic escape. My man is upside down, realizing his entire personality is just running away from his problems. Yuta is just hanging there, completely defeated, wondering what the hell he's even doing anymore. And his final boss just materializes out of nowhere to check on him after he completely ate shit. My man is just staring, completely baffled as to why she's suddenly in his personal space. His brain is still trying to compute her presence while she just stares, unreadable as ever. He tries to play it cool, telling her he's fine while looking like a damn overturned turtle. And his edgelord persona just shatters, realizing she witnessed his most pathetic L to date. And she just casually admits she did the same thing because this spot is apparently a premium nap zone. Our boy is having a full-blown meltdown because they're now united by their shared love of eating shit. She's just poking him like he's a weird bug she found, while his brain is still trying to reboot. Izumi is just vibing about the scenery while our boy is still having a full-blown crisis on the floor. And she hits him with this look that just completely bypasses his edgelord firewall for a second. Izumi points out a fan, offering him a moment of peace after he just ate shit in front of the whole school. And our boy is blushing over a damn fan, because any form of kindness from her is a system-level event. My man is trying to play it cool, but he's sweating bullets just sitting next to her. The struggle is real, and she hits him with that smug little smile, knowing damn well she's short-circuiting his entire brain. They're just chilling now, watching the sports festival, training like a damn old married couple. The conversation immediately pivots to a bread-eating contest, and our boy is already having carb-induced nightmares. Yuta is losing his mind over the absurdity of the event, while Izumi just drops it like it's a normal sport. She lists her events like a damn pro athlete, and then puts our boy on the spot. The pressure is on. And our boy admits he lost at rock, paper, scissors and is now in the potato sack race, the ultimate L. One of the girls just confirms the entire class is peer pressuring him into the relay. There is no escape. Izumi puts him on the spot, asking about the damn relay race he's trying to avoid. Our boy immediately starts making excuses, saying his perfect brother is running, so what's the point? He's having a full-blown crisis, wondering why the hell he's spilling his trauma to his final boss. And Izumi just hits him with a simple why, ready to dismantle his entire bullshit excuse. She calls him out, asking why his brother's existence is a valid reason for him to just quit. Our boy is completely stunned into silence as she prepares to drop a logic bomb on him. She prefaces her attack with, "I'm dumb but," which is code for, "I'm about to end your whole career." And she hits him with the, "You're still you, right?" nuke that just bypasses his entire trauma defense system. My man's brain just completely short-circuits, blushing because her simple logic just solved his entire life crisis. He's completely flustered, trying to process the fact that she just saw right through his edgelord bullshit. Izumi just calls him a real piece of work because she's got his number completely. Yuta's brain is still trying to use his brother as an excuse, but her directness is a critical hit. They're just sitting in silence while our boy's entire worldview gets a damn software update. And she brings it back to the damn flower, about to drop some philosophical shit on him. Turns out she moved the flower out of the shade, and our boy is just trying to follow her weird-ass logic. She hits him with the metaphor that the flower can shine now, and it's so obviously about him. Izumi is blushing, hoping our boy will finally stop being a damn edgelord and just vibe. And she just tells him straight up that he'll be fine too, completely dismantling his trauma with one sentence. Some random girl pops up to tell him he was sparkling when he ran. The simp train is leaving the station, and Izumi goes full shoujo protagonist, calling him their best hope. My man's edgelord persona is officially dead. Izumi gets right in his personal space, and our boy is just sitting there, completely unable to process the situation. And his brain just completely short-circuits. The edgelord has officially left the building, people. My man asks how she can be so confident, and she just boops the flower like she didn't just nuke his entire worldview. She just flips his own self-pity back on him, asking why he's so ready to admit defeat. And she hits him with a smile so damn powerful it's causing lens flare. My man is taking critical damage. Yuta immediately starts malfunctioning, wondering why her words are causing a system-wide happiness overload. And he does what he does best, runs away from his feelings like they're the damn final boss. His internal monologue confirms his heart is doing the damn Macarena. The simp transformation is nearly complete. He tries to rebuild the firewall, telling himself she's just a weirdo who says weird shit. The denial is real, but it's too late. Our boy is officially a believer, ready to live up to the hype from the girl who just rebooted his OS. Yuta's brain is running a full diagnostic on these new feelings and coming up with nothing but error codes. The bubbly friend is back to cause more chaos, gathering the class like she's about to drop a new album. And she's got Izumi in a damn cheer squad uniform, looking like she's about to lead a revolution. The homies are simping hard while our boy just looks annoyed, trying to hide the fact that his brain just crashed. The whole class is now peer pressuring him to be hyped, and our boy is just trying to survive the social interaction. My man tries to play it cool with a so what, but the blush confirms his edgelord firewall is a damn sieve. Izumi gets right in his face, demanding a reaction like she's presenting a damn PowerPoint on how to break him. And she hits him with a smug look so powerful it should be classified as a damn psychological weapon. Yuta's heart is doing the cha-cha slide as his entire system tries to process this direct attack. He's completely cornered, trying to form a sentence while she just waits for him to completely malfunction. The bubbly friend calls him out for being speechless, and our boy's brain is just a dial-up modem right now. My man is fidgeting and can't even form a sentence because his social skills have officially left the chat. The friend suggests Izumi cheer for him, a direct tactical nuke on his remaining edgelord defenses, and he immediately folds, screaming about how weird that is while she's just vibing in the background. And just like that, it's the day of the sports festival. Our boy is not ready for this level of social interaction. Yuta's internal monologue confirms he only joined the race because of her. The simplification is complete. My man is still having a full-blown crisis, admitting her cheerleader outfit is living rent-free in his head. The opening ceremony is starting, and our boy is still trying to process the last 5 minutes of his life. And Izumi hits him with a look over her shoulder that just completely fries his remaining circuits. Yuta clutches his chest like he's having a damn heart attack because he is down catastrophically bad. Izumi gets right in his face, and our boy's brain just completely shuts down from the proximity overload. The first event starts, and our boy is back in edgelord mode, pretending to be bored out of his mind. And the school is enabling the simps with a damn cardboard cutout of pretty boy brother. Stalker-chan is in heaven. The fangirl army is already forming a line, and our boy is just watching the chaos unfold. Izumi immediately goes into bodyguard mode, telling some rando to keep their damn hands to themselves. And Izumi's athletic skill is so low she just bonked herself in the head with a damn ball. Yuta's detective brain finally connects the dots. His team is losing because their MVP is a complete liability. Her galaxy brain strategy is to just dump the whole basket at once. It's not effective, but it is chaotic. Our boy is so distracted by her weirdness that he just walks straight into some random dude. And of course, the guy he bumped into looks like he's about to send our boy to the Shadow Realm. The dude Yuta bumped into is giving him a death stare that could curdle milk. My man is about to get folded. And the big guy just grabs him and apologizes for spacing out. Our boy almost had a damn heart attack over nothing. Yuta's still processing this absolute unit of a man, while someone screams his name from the crowd. The big dude just dips, leaving our boy and the squad completely baffled by the gentle giant. And holy shit, it's his parents, complete with custom fan gear for both him and pretty boy brother. Our boy is shocked they showed up, but his parents are just hyped to cheer on their precious boys. They admit they couldn't get near pretty boy because of the fangirl army, all while being disgustingly cute. Yuta is dying of secondhand embarrassment from his parents' PDA while someone else calls his name, and his mom hits him with the sickest burn, saying it's easier to find him because he has no fans. Meanwhile, Izumi is celebrating getting 2 balls in like she just won a damn Olympic medal, and his parents immediately start grilling him, with his mom calling Izumi adorable while our boy is dying inside. They're already gassing her up for her 2-point shot, and our boy looks like he just saw a damn ghost. Izumi is just standing there, completely baffled by the sudden attention from these 2 random adults. Yuta tries to downplay it with classmate, but his parents are already having a full-blown shoujo moment. The parents go full meet the in-laws, introducing themselves while pinching our boy to shut him the hell up. Izumi just politely introduces herself, and his parents look like they're about to adopt her on the spot. Yuta is trying to stop his mom from spilling his entire antisocial lore, but the damage is already done. Mom asks if his edgelord personality is a problem, and Izumi just shuts it down with a calm, not at all. Our boy is having a full-blown panic attack, flashing back to all the simp moments she's about to expose. And she hits them with the finisher, calling him kind with a sparkle that just nukes his entire reputation. Yuta's parents are staring at Izumi like she's the damn messiah sent to fix their broken-ass son. Mom immediately tries to adopt her, inviting her over while our boy is having a full-blown aneurysm. Izumi is actually blushing and considering it while Dad looks on like he's already picked out the wedding venue. Our boy is getting physically restrained by his parents, who have now fully committed to this matchmaking side quest. And Izumi just casually agrees to the whole damn thing, completely oblivious to the social chaos she's causing. The parents are now physically forcing them together, begging her to stay friends with their feral edgelord son. Yuta is screaming for them to leave while his parents are waving fan signs like he's a damn pop star. The parents are still trying to force the ship, while our boy's brain has officially logged off for the day. Izumi just calls his psycho parents nice, while Yuta is still recovering from the public execution of his dignity. And she hits him with the "I'll be watching you" line, a critical hit that just completely short-circuits his heart. Yuta's internal monologue is screaming for his heart to chill the hell out. My man is down catastrophically bad. We cut to pretty boy brother getting grilled by one of his homies about the upcoming relay race. The homie confirms our boy is in the race too, and pretty boy just casually confirms the family drama. Some random girl is impressed the homie has all the tea on the brotherly showdown. She's gassing up pretty boy's undefeated streak, making our boy sound like he's on a damn suicide mission. The homie flashes back to Yuta's feral declaration of war, confirming our boy actually chose violence. Pretty boy brother is actually hyped, admitting it's the first time in ages his edgelord bro has cared about anything. The homie is just happy to see it, while our boy is still malfunctioning from his simp attack in the background. The homie dips for a water break, leaving pretty boy to ponder this new development. And pretty boy is wondering what the hell lit a fire under his brother's ass, completely unaware it was a girl. Pretty boy brother is having a full-blown anime monologue, wondering why his edgelord bro suddenly grew a spine. And holy shit, pretty boy is actually worried he might lose if Yuta goes full feral mode. Our boy is so flustered by the attention he just crushed his damn juice box like a soda can. Turns out Izumi was just dizzy, and our boy's reaction has the whole squad completely baffled.